All right, dumbbell goblet squat. I really like the goblet squats. Basically, you want a single dumbbell or a kettlebell, and you keep it right up against your chest. Keep it close to your body. Don't allow the weight to go away from your body. Keep it in here nice and tight. Also, wide stance when you're doing your goblet squat. Wide stance, bring those toes out slightly. Same with all squats is hip hinge first. Break at the hips by getting your glutes back. Then sink down into the squat position. When you're sinking down into the squat position, make sure your knees are tracking in the same direction as your toes, and especially on the way up. A lot of people have the tendency to collapse their knees in when you're doing any type of squat movement, and that creates a lot of stress on your knees. So basically, those are the main things: hip hinge, dumbbell or kettlebell into your body, upright torso, knees tracking same direction as your toes. Dumbbell pullover with elbows out wide. Elbows wide. This is an elbow plank. You're going to do a side elbow plank with a hip dip. This is going to be a internal and external oblique exercise. So basically what you're doing here, I like to keep my elbow directly under my shoulder. And I actually, instead of having this at a perfect 90-degree angle, I actually bring my hand up slightly to create a little bit of external rotation, so it feels a little bit better on my shoulders. All right, from here I've got a side, and you're gonna dip your hip and then raise it. Dip and then raise. Hopefully you can see that, dipping and then raising. You can place your hand on your obliques and you'll feel them working. You're gonna go from one side, straight over. Same thing with the other side here, all right? Or elbow to knee. It's a recliner. Basically, this is gonna create rotation for those obliques. So it's the same thing, recliner meaning leaning back. You're reclining. As soon as you lean back, you're creating tension in your abs. With the rotation, you're actually getting your external and internal obliques to get activated, right? Those are activating and working really well. So recline, lift, recline, lift. You'll see alternating sides, elbow, knee, back, elbow, knee. Breathe out. Get those good contractions. Now we're going to do side plank reach through. Side plank reach throughs, one of my favorites. Really good oblique exercise. You're gonna get in your side oblique position right here. Keep your core tight, arm up, reach through, back up, reach through, back up. We're getting that rotation, and here you're getting an isometric contraction in your obliques as well. So you're getting the rotation and isometrics. Squat jumps. We're doing squat jumps with body weight. So I like doing body weight squat jumps as opposed to holding more resistance. You'll see guys doing dumbbells and stuff like that, which again, it's okay, but it's gonna place a lot more stress on your knees, a lot more shearing and banging on those knees, and you wanna protect those as much as possible. So basically your goal here is to get explosive. Central nervous system stimulator, anytime you're doing a plyometric exercise. So squat jumps is body weight. You wanna make sure your feet are a little wider than shoulder width. You don't want them to be too close in here. You want a little bit wider, a good solid base. I like to rotate my toes out slightly and hinge at the hips by getting those glutes back to drop down into the squat position. All right, and then we're going to jump up from there. So basically we're gonna do a squat, jump, squat, jump. Show you the side view. So again, you want to make sure you're hinging at the hips, getting the glutes back. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do a Tricon banded lat pull down. I'm going to show you how to do it overhead. However, I'll let you determine. Here's what I've noticed. There's a lot of people that work out at home that use the door fixtures, okay? So the angle isn't directly overhead like this. You can hang this on a tree, on any kind of pipe over your head. If you're using the door fixtures, all you need to realize is mimic the movement. That meaning a overhead lat pull down. Arms are up, pulling down. Arms are up, you're pulling down. The door, obviously, if you're at this angle, it's a different angle. All you have to do is lean forward to mimic the arms up, down, up, down. So you're still going to get the lat pull down, okay? That's what I want you to realize. You want to do overhead. Also, you can do, depending on how high it is, you can grab the band really high to create more tension. You can grab it really low. You can get all the way down here on your knees to create more tension. So it's completely up to where your strength levels are. All right, that being said, this is a Tricon set, meaning the first 3 reps are explosive. So I like to get my core tight, retract my shoulder blades to start, and then drive down. 1, 2, explosive. 3, explosive. All right, and on a Tricon set, when you're using resistance bands, the 10-second isometric holds are in the stretched position. The highest intensity is down here. 1001, 1002. Really keep those elbows down beside you, and your elbows are the drivers as opposed to flexing your biceps. It's more of your elbows. You're pulling down and back with your elbows. 10, relax, and another hold. If you need to create more tension, you can get lower down here. 1004, 1005. So it just depends on how much tension you need. 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 10, full stretch, and down again. Again, the bottom position here, you got the biggest stretch. The biggest stretch is the highest intensity. So that's where you want this hold to be. 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 10. All right, after your 3 10-second isometric holds, you want your super slow full range of motion. So 4 seconds down, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1001, 2, 3, 4. Good contraction. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. This is a Tricon set with a chest supported back row. Same as all Tricons, 9 reps, 3 explosive, 3 10-second isometric holds, followed by 3 super slow reps. So you're gonna start here with your explosive. 3, and then your holds. 1001, 10 seconds. 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010. Good stretch. Go into your second hold. 5. Really focus on the contraction when you're doing this hold. Really squeeze those back muscles, those lats together. Third isometric hold, 10 seconds. 6, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010. Now your last 3 reps are super slow. 1001, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 4. The last one. Okay, Tricon push-ups. Tricon sets, 9 reps, 3 explosive, followed by 3 10-second isometric holds, and then 3 super slow reps, full range of motion. 4 seconds down, 4 seconds up. On the first part of the explosive reps, I'm going to utilize plyometric push-ups. The 3 explosive reps should be as explosive as you can go. So basically, we are all starting at different strength levels, fitness levels, conditioning levels. So if your explosive rep is just down and forcefully contracting up without plyometrically pushing yourself, that's fine. Do what you can comfortably do. I'm going to show you the plyo version. So I'm going to throw myself up for 3 reps. And on the holds, it's basically mid-range. You don't want to rest at the bottom and hold. You don't want to be right at the very top and hold. You want to be right at the mid-range. And while you're at the mid-range, your mental mindset should be pushing your hands together. That's what you're going to do for each 10-second rep. Mentally focus on driving those hands together. That's going to create a massive contraction in your chest. You're not just hanging out in the mid-range and waiting for 10 seconds. That's still a difficult movement, still difficult isometric. So if that's all you can do now, fine, but focus on progression. Gradually get to where when you're in that mid-range hold, you are really trying to drive those hands together. All right, that being said, we're gonna do the first 3 explosive. 1, 2, 3, and then mid-range there, hold, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. Again, I'm focused on really driving my hands together. You'll notice this is a lot more difficult than it looks. 1 10-second hold, right back to the mid-range. We're doing it all over again, okay? 1004, 1005, 6, 1007, 1008, 1009, 10, and you're gonna do 1 more 10-second hold at the mid-range. If you need to get to where, let me rephrase that. If you get to where this is very difficult for you, it's okay to get down on your knees if you have to finish these off. The key is getting them all done. 10 seconds. All right, 3, super slow. 1001, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Full range of motion. 1001, 2, 3, 4. 1001, 2, 3, 4. 1 more. 1001, 2, 3, 4. 1001, 2, 3, 4. 9 reps. Tricon